I think that it also is the most likely targets, the places that would be listening.
Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug.
The people that would be listening to this kind of war rhetoric are in those cities, the most likely to be in those urban centers.
Maybe. I mean, if you look at,
Our daughter has invaded the redacted set tonight.
The U.S. The EU, though, is calling for a war economy.
And she brought me a special bow tie.
The boss, you can see this story. The bloc will double its production of artillery shells by the end of 2020.
How old are you? My baby
Charles Michel.
My baby is 7.
The EU must drastically ramp up defense production.
Now you saw the beginning of the show.
Hey, don't we have that already?
Bye.
It feels like they're
Welcome,
just
everyone,
selling it to us.
to Redacted.
The idea that what we've got
Tuesday,
is acceptable.
Our children have invaded the
this is a
redacted
war
set.
economy.
Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug our loved ones. Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug. It seems like Europe is barreling us towards World War III.
Because you're paying more for
at this hour, France about to send 2,000 soldiers to Ukraine.
The
This is
EU
a
must
red line, of
drastically
course, for
ramp up
Vladimir
defense
Putin. He
production to
says
help
any
Ukraine in
soldiers
its
that
conflict
arrive in
with Russia.
Ukraine, this is the start of World
comes as
War
Kiev is
III.
increasingly warned of
great
ammunition
news there.
shortages.
So we're on the precipice
So
tonight.
this is an opinion.
Plus, is the Pentagon hiding suicides in the
And
military?
Michel claims that it's
yes,
a
they are.
serious
We have a guest
military
on
threat
telling us
to our
why
European
exactly that
continent
is the
and
case.
security.
And
If we
this
do
is
not
more
get
than
the
ever an
EU's
anti-war
response right,
segment.
we do
in
not
order
give
to
Ukraine
tag
Good to see all of you
Russia.
guys here
Russia
as we
we
need
are
to hug.
next,
And
he
we're also
says.
going to talk
For
about
decades,
President
Europe has
Trump.
failed to
Suing
invest
BBC
sufficiently in our
News.
security.
Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug, and we're going to see
We urgently need a radical and irreversible shift in our thinking towards a strategic security mindset.
weighing in
So start
on
ramping
what
it up.
Texas is trying to do with illegal alien invasion at the southern U.S. border. Plus, where the heck is Kate Middleton?
Yes, we are going to give you an update on Kate Middleton because now the UK is saying that this is Russian disinformation. Information about the king, information
The
about Kate
newspaper also
Middleton.
says that the
As
US
soon as they say those words, Russian disinformation, we know to look there, right? So whether or not you want to, whether you're into the palace intrigue or not, we're doing it. You're
But the
sticking
New York
around
Times,
and you're
I love
going to
this part
like
of the
it.
story. The New York
Redacted
Times
starts right now.
says U.S. assessment in early February, which stated that without replenishment, Ukraine's air defenses could operate only until March 2024, which is right now.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you're going to ramp
Good
up
to see all of you
production
guys here as we need to
get
hug.
this to the front lines right now? No. As we know from military experts who've been on our show on a regular basis, this will be a year or more out. So stop fooling everyone with this. That you need to do it right now. So Ukraine's air defenses are imminently about to be done with ammunition.
Well, we know where our children
Won't be able
are.
to stop anything that's coming. So now you see. To me, this is like the paragraph that stands out more than anything, because now you see why. France, you see the EU, you see NATO really ramping
They
up
think
this
that it's
war.
a little
Good to see
bit,
all of you
you know,
guys here
girl
as we
stuff.
need to hug.
But
Hey,
bringing them around.
you didn't call us dudes this morning.
Wait. Where is this coming from?
Good to see all of you guys here as we need to
It's
hug.
coming from the fact that Ukraine's air defenses are
No, let
going to
Philip
be
go
empty.
I was just going to say
in
that
days,
as much as
and
people
they've
might like to pretend like they don't
completely run
care
out
about
of
that
men.
topic,
And
about
now
500,000
they're about
people
to
last I
lose
checked
Odessa,
watched the video we did on
about
that.
to
So,
lose
you know,
southern
they can't hide when they watch it. We see
it's
it.
game
Exactly
over.
It's not a
right.
gender.
Unless
It's not a.
the
It's not a question of
EU
gender.
could
Okay, but
step
none of you
in,
really knew
start
much about it until I
sending
brought the. It
soldiers,
reminds me of
which
that
is
scene from Tommy
apparently
Boy
what
where the
France
Carpenter
is
song
wanting
comes
to
on.
do here.
They're like,
So
lame.
how
I can
are
handle
we
it if
gonna
you
pay
can.
for this?
singing.
They all
Yeah.
are singing along.
How's
You
Europe
want to know about
gonna
Kate Middleton?
afford
Yes,
this?
you do,
I
and we're going
don't
to talk about that. We're going to talk about more
Yeah.
things though than just that. So.
All right, yeah, we are. We're going to get to all of that. But first, let's talk about this. So
Germany's
France
in a
is about to send
recession.
2,000 soldiers
People are
to
paying ridiculous
Ukraine.
amounts of
Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug.
Narishkin
Commenting just a few minutes before our show started tonight. French troops going to Odessa. Why Odessa? Well, because if you get Odessa, then you literally close off the entire Black Sea, right? If Russia controls the entire southern port
I've got a
section of Ukraine,
solution for you.
in addition to Crimea, and now they control Odessa, then it's game over. What do you have left? You have a landlocked country with no port of entry. So yes, France going to send 2,000 soldiers, according to Narishkin, just a few minutes. Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug. Unbelievable. And of course, we know now that Senator Lindsey Graham wants young Ukrainians to die. Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug, voting against Russia. Putin's warning, if you do this, World War III is coming. Sure seems like crap's about to hit the fan. Am I wrong? And
how are we going to pay
today
for this?
publishing this.
How's Europe going to pay for this? Here's an idea.
Flash,
The EU is proposing, how about we take 90% of all this Russian
Russia would strike first in
frozen
war.
Russian Russian assets
So pay
and
attention
put it
to
right back into the European peace
because
facility.
here's where
So what is the European peace facility?
Newsweek
Just another,
thinks
it's a
that
nice way of saying
Americans
our war-
will be hit
our
one step away from a full-scale
our
World War
war
III. So take a look at your map.
to go
Does any of these cities
after
pop up for you?
Russia.
You live near-
So they'll steal
near
frozen
any
assets.
cities
You know, you're saying of a whole new world order where you can literally go and just steal
Would be disastrous
citizens
for
of another country, steal their assets and claim that it is that they're oligarchs, and that we're going to use that money in billions of dollars in assets, and we're going to use that money and throw it right into war.
Well, it's one step.
Like they should at least
Antex plant. A lot of these, of course, military installations. Good to see all of you guys here as we need to hug San Francisco, Jim Creek Naval Radio Station. Got to take out the analog stuff. Washington, D.C., Raven Rock Mountain Complex. You notice I find interesting, though, is like Ohio's not on this list. Like Ohio, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I guess they feel like they could. But this is like what Newsweek is telling us. These are the most likely targets that Russia...